Hey, Helen Brahms here coming to you live from. Oh, hang on, let me put the music on pause. Um, hey, Helen Brahms here coming to you live from Mesa in Arizona. Hope you're all having a super fantastic, sparkling, fun Friday. Yes, it has been an awesome, awesome day here. This morning I talked about the fun jar, although mine's a fun can. As you can see, it's still a little empty. That's only because I got super busy today, very productive. And when I was having my breaks today, I was, um, I got my bits of paper. I got my bits of paper here, still folded up from this morning's demonstration. That's how busy we got. So as soon as we got off the live, had breakfast and was bam into it. But took breaks throughout the day. Got up, did a lot of dancing. Did a lot of dancing today. Even had my little dance buddy doing her little two-step. And now when I get up to dance, she runs into the bedroom and hides. But she did go in there at one point. I got up at one point to have a break, and my water bottle needed filling. So I got up to fill up the water bottle and couldn't find Zephy anywhere. Went into the bedroom, and she was snuggled up in her little nest on the bed there. And I was like, really? And she just puts her head up on the little, because I've got a quilt there that's folded up to create a little hill, and then there's a pillow inside there. It's actually my weighted blanket, but I took it out of there the other day so I could put it on the bed so I can get this nice snugly sleeps. And so I put a pillow, a spare pillow inside the quilt to give it a bit of height. And so she lays, and so she likes to get into that little nesting area because she's got a pillow, an old body pillow, which is like 4 foot long, and it goes across the back and down the side to stop her falling into the gap between the bed and the wall. And then she has this quilt folded up with the pillow inside, so she's got a 3-sided high wall nest there, and she absolutely loves it in there. And quite often that's where I'm finding her these days. I'm sort of like, it's not that cold. I've got windows open, I've got the door open. She's been looking out the window all day, whining at the kid that's been riding his bike up and down the road. Actually, it's quite funny because the kid's riding his bike up and down the street, and Dad was trotting along behind, like actually running. So they were doing these laps up and down the road, and it was quite cute. Quite cute. The kid's got this really cool bicycle helmet that's got like this big foam mohawk down the middle. It looks so adorable on him. But anyway, so we got all of that. So got a lot of dancing in today. I may start feeling it on Friday because I don't think I've done that much dancing in a day. I even started doing just a little workout in the mornings too. I got back from the walk today and did some of those, put my hands on the counter there and got into push-up position, did some push-ups against, so not quite wall push-ups or on the floor, but they were on the counter push-ups. Did some of those, did some squats, and then a lot of dancing. So I'm probably going to start feeling that in the legs, and the arms. It's really gonna hit on Sunday, and wanted to start getting things packed up. There was no way I could do propane gas today. It was just a full on day. And one of the people I'm working for, I had an email from her today, and I was like, it's not going to be a quiet day today. Yay! Even though it's the end of the week, I don't mind having a busy week. And then I ended up having a couple of hour conversation with her, and I got a couple of pages of detailed notes here on things to do, not do, what she wants kept, what she wants thrown out, that sort of stuff, because I'm helping her clean up a lot of files and things. So it's been a very, very fun day. And then Zeffy for the last 30 minutes before I got on the live was just constantly talking the entire time. So I got up to dance with her. She ran into the bedroom. I thought, okay, fine. And so I sat back down again. Took that little break, sat back down again. Now she's back sleeping again. But as soon as we finish this, we'll put our shoes on and go for a walk. It looks like it's going to be a nice, beautiful sunset again tonight. Are there any clouds? Oh, there's some clouds out towards the west. So we might get some good sunset colours. Actually, we've got a really good sunset. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday or the day before. There's been a really good sunset, a couple of good sunsets this week, which I took pictures of. I just don't think I posted them. So what fun did you have today? Did you get up to anything fun today? Did you make your fun jar? Do you have stuff in your fun jar? Did you get the kids involved with it if you got kids? Did you get your spouse involved with it if you got a spouse? Did you get your roommates involved with it? If you've got like flatmates or something, roommates, flatmates, whatever you guys call them here, apartment buddies, boarders, whatever, get them involved with it, friends. So did you do up your fun jar today so that you can start picking things? My fun thing tonight is putting my feet up and just relaxing because tomorrow I've got to get some relaxation in because tomorrow is going to be absolutely nuts in the morning. The company I partner with is having their big launch tomorrow, and for me, it doesn't start till like 10 o'clock Mountain Time. So I do have a little bit of time in the morning, and I thought the propane place was like 5 minutes down the road. It turns out it's 20 minutes down the road. Uh, it's a little further than I thought. It's actually 13 miles away. So, yeah, we're aiming for Monday. And we woke up this morning. I thought, it's a little, it wasn't too bad when I woke up this morning. I looked at the temperature and it was 50 degrees inside the RV here. And I thought, actually, that's not too bad. And realized I hadn't put the heat on overnight. But then the outside temperature wasn't going to get down too low where I had to worry about the inside temperature too much. So I've kind of looked ahead over the next week what they're forecasting, because we're getting up to the high 60s, low 70s this coming week, and which means it's going to take a lot longer to cool down overnight. So I may not have the need for heat overnight, especially if the temperatures outside are going to be staying mid to high 40s. Then I don't need to worry about the temperature too much in the RV. It's when it starts getting to low 40s and dropping into the 30s, then I have to worry about heat. So I'm going to try and push off getting that propane tank filled just a little longer, only because I have so much in here to pack up. Because if you could see, I've got stuff spread out everywhere. This entire RV has sort of become my office. I've got stuff piled over there that's got to be filed. I've got, I've got stuff piled up that I need to go through. I've got my pantry kind of exploded a little bit now that I can get regular grocery services. And yeah, so we've got stuff all up, and I've got to go do laundry. So I've got the laundry all sorted, ready to go over to the laundry room to get that done. I just have stuff everywhere, and it's a matter of having to pick it up. And once I get it all picked up and packed and put away, then I'm going to do a deep clean on everything, because I'll be able to get to all of the furniture surfaces and vacuum them down with the dog hair and stuff, because there's places where I've got stuff piled to sort and there's dust in and around and under it. I know I'm a hoarder at times, but I have been sorting through stuff, got rid of some stuff, got some stuff that's I'm going to be putting into the lockers that will be going to a Goodwill at some point. Thankfully, I have a lot of locker space underneath the RV, and so I've got the place to store it right now, so that's where it's going to go. But there's also a few people around the RV, around the resort here, that do go to Goodwill frequently. So I may even give it to them to say, hey, can you throw this in their donation bin? In fact, I don't even know if Goodwill's actually taking donations right now. So I'll just keep it stored in the locker for now. I mean, it's not going to get hurt down there. It's pretty well sealed off. Might get frozen overnight one night, but, you know, it's just stuff. There's some clothing in there. There's some storage. There's some stuff here that I don't need anymore, that I don't use anymore. So they're having a community yard sale tomorrow, but I can't participate in that because I'm going to be on my launch for that. So I'm sort of like, okay, launch it is. That one's going to win out no matter what. But yeah, so finding places to put stuff. So we're going to be packing up over the next few days, packing up the RV so we can take it out to get the propane tank filled. And I'm happy that it's not super cold overnight, down near the 30s, because then I'll just have to do one of those packs where it's just like open cupboards and wherever there's a space, throw stuff. And I hate doing that because then I can never find anything at the end of it. This one I want to do an organized pack, putting stuff away, because I have been going through all my cupboards. I haven't gone through the lockers yet, but I've been going through the cupboards and pulling stuff out. And of course, putting stuff over here to be put away somewhere later. Not a good scheme. And I know there's probably some organizers out there going, jeepers. They probably could have had me done in like 30 minutes. I've been taking 3 months doing this. So, but yeah, when I do, I don't move a pile from one place to another. If it's in a place, it stays there until I get to go through it. And once I go through it, then that stuff gets put away, or it gets put back in that place where that pile was until I get around to it, because I might have a place where I'm going to put it, but I can't put it there because I've got other stuff in there that's got to be organized. So procrastination as well. We'll put that out there. There is some procrastination in there, but it's going to feel good once I get the decluttering finished, because when you get the cluttered space, it helps clear the mental space and allows for more opportunities to come in. Not things, but opportunities. Yes. So that's going to be my task over the next few days, is actually scheduling time in my calendar to pack up the RV so I can go get the propane. And then when I get back, it'll just be taking out what I need at the time, which is typically what I do. It's just that sometimes I don't put it back when I should put it back. But hey, I keep my food area clean. So and I have places to sit. I can sit on the couch. I can sit on the recliner. My driver's seat is full of all of Zeffie's stuff. I have a basket on there that has her treats in there, and that's all on the driver's seat. So yeah, that'll be really quick to clean up, because when I'm traveling, that basket sits in the shower along with her food bowl, along with her food container. So yeah, I have certain places that things go, and I can't put them away until it comes to travel day, because it goes in the base of the shower. Like Zeffie's, I got what's it called? Anita feeder. It's a built-up thing that has a water bowl in it. It's up high, so she's not having to reach all the way down to the ground. Because having things up higher for the dogs gives them more, so the head's not down but the head's up. It gives them more. It helps with their digestion or chewing or something. But yeah, so it's on a raised, her water bowl and her food bowl on a raised thing, and then it's got a little grate thing around the base of where the bowls go that goes into a reservoir down the bottom. So when she's drinking, any excess water that gets dripped out of her mouth goes through these little grate things into the bottom of it, so I don't get the puddles of water all over the floor. And I wish I had one of these when we had Gus, because he was always dribbling water. But yeah, so her thing, I have to empty it out once a week from water that's gone through the bottom of the feeder. So that whole feeder thing sits in the bottom of the shower along with her food container and her treat basket. So I can't put that away until it's time to travel. And yeah, I'm just kind of wondering if the engine's actually going to start, because I haven't had a chance to start it in 3 months. I hope the battery's still good. Yeah, I'm going to have to do all that too. The pre-travel track, like check the battery, check the oil, the tire pressure. I'm going to have to check all of that before I leave. Even though I'm only going 13 miles down the road and 13 miles back, it still needs to be done like I am going. It needs to be done like I'm going to go on a big road trip, because it's just all about safety. It's getting into that habit of, when you move, check the tire pressure, check your oil, check your battery. And these are the batteries that you've got to check the fluids in them, the water in them. And I actually have a container of distilled water that I carry with me for when I need to top up the batteries. And yeah, it's about time to check those again anyway. So the ones I hate checking are the ones that are under the steps coming in, because they've got these big screws on them that you actually can use a quarter in the slot, but it's a very, very tight fit for these screws that go in there. But you can actually use a quarter to undo these screws. That's how big these screws are that are on the floor, and there's 4 of them. And you unscrew it, you lift the top off, and there's your house batteries. And you've got to flip all the tops off all of those, check all their water levels, and if you do have to add water, you've got to make sure that you pour it very carefully so it doesn't go splashing everywhere and you don't get battery acid out there, and it's a mess. You've got to put these things back in. And I actually got, when I last had it serviced, where I had the oil change done, and when I do the oil change, I need a pre-trip checkup done. So when they did that, they did the oil changes. They made sure all the lubes, oil and lube, and filters, like the oil filter was changed out. All the tire pressures were done, and they also go through and they check all the battery fluids as well. So they check all the fluid levels and all of that. And I remember getting it back, and one of the screws wasn't in right, so it was up on an angle. And even though they're in the corners and near the sides, I somehow, do not ask me how, I would trip over and it would always be when I had bare feet. I would hit that screw that was out of alignment every time. And it took me a good 10 to 15 minutes to get that screw out and to screw it back in correctly. It was they're tough screws. So you got to use a quarter to turn them because I don't have a screwdriver bit that's big enough for this, so I have to use a quarter. Um, but that's what it is. It is what it is. Maybe one day I will get a screwdriver bit that will fit into an electric drill and I can just go zip, zip, zip. But right now it's old-fashioned turn, turn. Use a little bit of muscles. My electric drills are all in storage right now. I know, fun and games. But anyway, okay, so what fun things are you doing tonight as a reward for your day? We're going to watch a movie. I have no idea what movie we're going to watch. There's something else we were going to do. Zeffy, what else did I say we were going to do tonight? She's back in bed again. Nope, that wasn't her thudding. So yeah, we're going to watch a movie tonight. I don't know which one. And I might actually get my crochet out because I have a blanket that I want to finish. And it's gorgeous. It's got these vivid, we're talking bright neon colors in it. And it's about the size I need it to be. And now I've got to start doing the black border to go around it as the edging. So it's going to be, the outside's going to be a black border. I think the whole size will end up being probably around twin size, be able to fit on top of a twin bed by the time I'm finished with it. I've actually managed to crochet it in a rectangle. And it's this variegated yarn that goes from neon yellow to neon green. It's got neon pink in there and neon orange. It's the coolest variegated yarn as far as bright colors go. And so now I think, yeah, I have it at the size that I want the middle piece to be. So now I just got to do the black to go around it. So it'll end up with a black border probably around 6 inches all the way around, I think. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll just keep crocheting the black in there. And then I may do a circle. Oh, that's an idea. So I might do the black border for so many rounds. And then if I have any more of this variegated yarn, do like one row around of the variegated yarn and then go back to the black border again. I don't know. That kind of sounds really cool, doesn't it? I have to have a look at that. Because I don't know if I have any more of the really bright coloured yarn. I have to go check my yarn supply. It's not very big. My big stuff's back in storage. I have boxes of yarn. But anyway, we're out of here. Have a super fantastic, sparkling rest of your fun Friday. Go do something fun this evening. Go have a picnic. Go order a meal in. Make a blanket fort and go have dinner in the blanket fort. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm going to do for fun except maybe watch a movie. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do tonight, is just watch a movie. I know, real fun. Although I did get a really cool book today, but it's over there. If you'll remember Mike Rowe from The Dirtiest Job, the TV program, his mother wrote this book, and online they had a sample of it. I could not stop laughing at this book, and so I treated myself to the book, and it's nonfiction, so nonfiction has to be tactile. But I also have ideas on how I may be able to use some of his stories and that's in there. But the story behind how this book got done, and Mike Rowe actually writes the foreword to the book about how this book came about and how the picture on the cover came about. And do I have it? No, it's over in my recliner right now. I should have thought. But I'll bring it on tomorrow and show you guys, because the picture on the cover is really cool. There's a really cool story behind how that happened. And I can't remember the name of the book. I just know his mum wrote it. And she's got a wicked sense of humor, let me tell you. She has a great way of telling stories from the sample that I read online. So anyway, I'm out of here. Have a super fantastic, sparkling rest of your fun Friday. And we will see you tomorrow morning for Shake It Up Saturday. And oh my gosh, a launch on Shake It Up Saturday? Yes, that is going to be so much fun. Anyway, have a super fantastic, sparkling evening. We'll catch you tomorrow. Hei konera.